Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Well, WJM. Hello, mate. Hang on a sec. Let me just put myself down there. I did notice yesterday my camera freezes like mad. So if it freezes a lot, then I don't know, I just forget about it, I suppose. Okay, so you might have noticed I'm on my own. Maff just messaged me saying he's in a meeting till 12:30, which is like another 25 minutes. And then he's got the thing where his car might arrive. I know, Kaz, you were saying, hello, Kaz, by the way. I know you were saying that, well, Maff was saying that he was going to talk about whatever you were talking about, something to do with alerts and things in Quadzilla, which all sounded quite interesting, actually. But it's probably better if I wait till he's around, I think, and till we can talk about it. Yeah, so I suppose, actually, you know, assuming he's not going to turn up, I might just do this.
Save with crypto. Huh. Justify your thumbnail.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's just because it's May Day, really. Well, no, it's not actually May Day's Monday, isn't it? But 1st of May, anyway. And I quite like how May Day comes from the French. Help me. So that's what May Day means. But anyway, first of the month. So what I was going to look at first of all was I'm just going to turn off Quadzilla here. Let me check I'm monitoring this correctly. Oops, bloody hell. Excuse my French. Pardonnez-moi mon français. Right, okay. Sorry, just trying to monitor what I'm doing. Just to make sure there's no cock-ups, so to speak. All right. Let me check the audio. Trying to monitor what I'm doing. Okay, that's fine. Good. Right, I think we're there. Okay. So looking at Bitcoin here on the 1 hour time frame, I'm going to turn off Quadzilla for the moment and put it on the monthly chart. One month. Voila. Sorry, I'll stop speaking French. Right. So obviously we had a rather nice April candle close there. So that was April was a lovely green month. That's good. I'm trying to think if this is some sort of candle pattern. I'm not sure if it is, actually. I suppose if we put on the TradingView thingy, what's it called? Candlestick. What's the one I used to use? All candlesticks patterns. Was that it? That will tell me if it means something. No, nothing at all. Can't believe that. Okay, so nothing exciting there. Oh, I thought it was something like 3 white chickens or something like that, but obviously not. Okay, well, there's that. So anyway, but a bullish April candle for sure, and that was great. So that's good. And so far, May, even though we're only 12 hours into it, it is looking pretty green so far, which is great. Okay. So what I'd noticed is if we put it on the, I try to think why I put those in the other day, these lines here. It was to do with 2 EMAs crossing. I can't remember which ones they were, but anyway, what we lost yesterday, no, it was Wednesday, wasn't it? What we lost, let me turn that candlestick thing off and put on Quadzilla. What we lost on Wednesday before the FOMC was this bit here. This was last time I was on my own, wasn't it? On Wednesday. So we were coming up to like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it looked like these EMAs were going to cross the yellow 21 EMA and the green 55 EMA. Yeah, it looked like that was going to happen. and I kind of said if they don't, you normally see quite a violent reaction in the opposite direction, which is exactly what happened around about sort of like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock UK time. Pretty much at market open, really, for New York market open. What we saw was the price go up to this retracement level up here, which was brilliant. Just touched that. Did wick up a little bit higher, as it does sometimes, and then it came crashing down. So at that point, so it wasn't actually then that we lost the cross on the 1 hour EMAs. We actually lost that on Monday. So that had been coming down. We hoped it would recover there, and it didn't. However, now we do have, from this morning at about 6 o'clock in the morning, or 5 o'clock, we did get a bullish crossover of these EMAs here. So at the moment, we've got these EMAs, and I like to show the mythical 5 EMA as well. If you haven't got that on your Quadzilla, just go to settings, go to style, and it's that one there. Okay, by default that one's off because math doesn't believe in it, but so I'll keep joking about that. But no, I mean, most of the Quadzilla stuff works on the 55, 21 and 9 EMAs, but I do like to see the 5 EMA, which is why it's there. And you know, when you see these EMAs in this order, red, cyan, yellow, green, that is a trend in motion to the upside, okay, as opposed to the other way around, green, yellow, cyan, red, when it's a trend in motion to the downside. So at the moment, you know, on the 1 hour time frame anyway, we have got a trend in motion to the upside. Now, last time we did this was here on Wednesday, and there was a few things working against us, and the main one being this retracement level here that had been there since Monday, and you know, we kind of knew that the price would likely go up to there and then reject, and that's exactly what did happen. But today we don't have that, certainly not on this chart anyway. What we do have, though, we have a bullish one down here at, what's that, 76.9. I mean, it's not, you know, it's only, what, that's about $300 down from where we are now. So there's that. So we might see a bit more wiggling around. I'm just hoping we don't see anything that's going to pull back sharply to do what happened here, and that way the price should continue to go up for the time being, I would have thought. Now, so that's the 1 hour. So in like what I was talking about yesterday, is what I like to do is think, okay, what's the next, you know, significant time frame where we might get that cross? And you know, we're not there on the 2 hour yet. However, if we look at it on the 4 hour, the 4 hour is getting close as well. So, you know, because the 4 hour moves more slowly, it didn't actually, well, it went bearish on Wednesday, and that's looking to me like that could possibly cause a bit of a cross there. Now, you could look at it on something like the 3 hour, and not so good, but you know, and that's because we've had that kind of like, you know, short but temporary dip, you know. So to me, it is still looking pretty bullish. If we zoom out a lot, you can see that's the 4 hour. Let me just turn off Quadzilla for a moment. I mean, okay, we are starting to get, I mean, this has been, there's a high there, higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high. Okay, so we are getting a few lower highs now. With the lows, low there, higher low, higher low, higher low. And we have got, that one was a higher low, but this one here is a lower low. So we are in a little bit of a detrend. We are in a bit of a trend down right now, but do you think that could pull out of there? Possibly could, couldn't it? Because if you look at it, you'll see there's, you know, this area here where it moved rather quickly down. So if we were to do something like put on the VRVP, for example. Why haven't I got that? Let's have a look. Okay. So you see something like the VRVP. We should probably, yeah. Okay. So you can see here that there's, you know, this. Hang on. It obviously adjusts itself, doesn't it, for how much you can see on the screen. Is that too much? Oh, that'll do, isn't it? Okay. So what you can see here is that in this area here, there's this kind of void here where, you know, there wasn't much happening there. So in theory, if that does get above, you know, this area here, this should move through that area quite quickly and then end up back here, which is like, you know, 88k and stuff like that, you know, which would be pretty amazing, wouldn't it? Let's look at this on a smaller time frame. That's the 1 hour. Yeah, I mean, it's all showing that kind of thing, isn't it? So even up to there, 77.6. I suppose that's what we need to get over, isn't it? Get to like there. It's a bit like a ball rolling down a hill, isn't it? Get to there, and it should sort of move up quickly from there. Unless it fails. If it fails, of course, then it will go zoom back to there, and then possibly all the way back down to there, 71. But I don't know. What's happening today anyway? Let's have a look. ISM manufacturing. What's that? That's what day is that? That's the 5th of May. That's next week, isn't it? Okay. So is that one today? 1st of May. Yeah, 3 o'clock this afternoon, UK time. Okay, so you know, a little bit of news this afternoon. So it might be something that might propel it up a little bit. That's a possibility, isn't it? So there is that. Okay, so other things I was looking at. I might just go to a fresh chart actually. Let's try one I haven't scribbled all over. I'll do. What shall I use? Shall I use the index chart? Yeah, let's use the index chart. Okay. Then pop on Quadzilla. Okay. So how have I been trading this? Well, I must admit I haven't particularly. I've got a tiny little trader open at the moment, a little long, from about $1,000 ago. But I haven't got any big positions open. The reason being is I'm going to be going over to Watford again at the weekend. So I'm going to be doing a bit of a long drive. So I don't really want to be in a big trade again if I can help it. Lost my cup of tea. But it is bloody tempting, I must admit. Anyway, what's everyone thinking? I think we're going to go higher generally, and let's just move out a little bit to the daily, see what that's telling us. Is that feasible? 89.3 seems a long way away, doesn't it? Let's see if there's any levels before then. What's that one? 91. I mean, this is a good thing, isn't it? You know, if you look at all that area there, you can just see how quickly it came down. So it could go back up just as quick as it came down. There is this bullish retracement here. Ooh, that's 68.8. Okay, right. So I think that those are the extremes we're talking about. is, you know, down to 68.6 or something, or up to like 91. It's very, very tempting to sort of go long on a pullback, isn't it? Okay, well, I'm not going to do that while I'm on stream, because I think that's probably a little bit risky, I think, especially when I'm on my own, because I can't just, you know, sort of hand the mic over to maff and then do my stuff. So I've got the 1 minute, because that's always good fun. So let's put me cup of tea down. Hang on a sec. Quick slip. Oh, it's going so well, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at some comments. I think there's some of you having a chat, which is great. So, oh, that was me, wasn't it? Okay. Hello, WJM. Hello. Always good to see you here. And Kaz, brilliant. Any news on getting the eGold contact onto your channel for an interview? Oh, Stephen. Yeah, good point, actually. Yeah, I suppose I should do that, shouldn't I? I did see him on X this morning talking about something. Let me just have a quick look. What's his name? Oh, that's him. Okay, so it's this guy, Stephen S. Oh, okay. No, he's talking about his little performance at the Stripe sessions. Okay. Okay.
AI and music, it's all love. Okay, we love you. Thank you.
Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, had unexpectedly come out on stage, and I felt the weight of the moment. I said, Sam, you're doing great things. Everyone here is doing great things. It's all love. But AI and music, I'm not anti-AI. I use AI. It helped me build my website, organize my business, and launch my studio. But I'm also a musician watching AI-generated music enter the world while real artists fight to survive. I don't think technology is the enemy. I think that...
Okay, so that wasn't anything to do with eGold, was it? But is he still into his eGold? I mean, normally is, isn't he? I don't know if he's actually just like a real believer in EGLD, or if it's just the fact that he's a massive bag holder. Probably a bit of both, to be honest, actually. But yeah, no, I'll have to do that. And there's a few things I need to do. I need to sort out Stephen and get him on the show, or at least record a video with him. I'll definitely do that. And I need to get hold of that Lewis Jackson guy. But he's become really busy, but he's really good with the Claude AI and all that sort of stuff. Oh, look at Bitcoin go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I need to do that. Get Lewis Jackson. There's also a girl called Amber from 2Bit who wants to come on the live stream as well. And we can talk about 2Bit as well. So there's that. And I was actually going to persuade Jane from MEXC to do something similar as well. And we can talk about MEXC. MEXC isn't an exchange I actually use. I can't remember why I don't use it. But she was the one who she was working for Bitunix in January 2025, and she sort of introduced me to Bitunix, and she's now working for MEXC now. So it'd be quite good to get her on the show as well and have a little chat. Really, I definitely want to do more of that. More like having people either on the live stream or we record a video with them, because obviously it was good where we did the one with Arson Tarosian from Tap Global, although I'm not sure what Tap Global's done since then. That was good. But yeah, I like that. So, you know, if there's any of you guys as well, they want to come on the show and have a discussion about stuff, and we either record it or you know, we actually just do a live and have a chat. You know, if any of you want to do that, just get in touch and we can do that. That'd be great fun. It's always good to have a chat. Oh no, what's happening to Kaz? Oh no, my phone is dying. Need to get back to juice it up before I miss anything. There's probably not a lot to talk about, really. Like, not, you know, for me to talk about, really. I was hoping we'd have maff on, and then we could talk about these alerts and stuff that you were interested in for Quadzilla. Anyway, let me just see if anything's changing here on the Bitcoin thing, because I think it's almost worth monitoring this 4-hour time frame here. I'm actually going to set an alert there. So that's going to be, I'm going to set 2 actually. I'm going to set one for Quadzilla. So that's going to be like a normal EMA cross, okay, on the 4-hour, okay. Oops. I meant to add an extra bit to that. Where did that go? Oh, there it is. Oh no, that was the 1-hour one from the other day. Oh, it's just appeared. Okay, my TradingView seems to be really slow. It's probably because I've got it open on another computer at the same time, I reckon. Anyway, I was going to change the message there to call that. This one is so this is a 2155 EMA cross, and this one's actually the 1-hour. Okay. And then this one I've just created here. This one's the 4-hour one. So I'm going to change that message to that on the 4-hour. Okay. So I've got the green bar alert set for the 1, 3, and 12-minute time frames, and I've got the crosses set for a 21 and 55 cross on the 1 and 4-hour. That'll probably do for the time being. Okay. All right. But this candle here, I mean, this has only got like 33 minutes to close. Do you think they'll cross? It's looking very likely, isn't it? How good is this normally? He says, scrolling back to when it was down in the 60s. See, that was a good one, wasn't it? And that was when the price was at 67,719. However, do watch out, because you see when that happened there. So we got the cross there, and then the price went up a little bit, and then it pulled right back, okay, and then it went off on a tear. So that cross there doesn't always mean it's going to shoot up from that moment onwards. Did certainly get a wick when that happened. Let's find another one. There you go. This one here. When was this? This was back in March. Okay, so we got the cross then, and this one went up quite nicely, and then it pulled back a little bit, and then it went off on a tear. So that seems to happen, doesn't it? This one here. Yeah, this one here, if you look at that, it got the cross then. The price actually pulled back quite a bit. and then it went up. Weirdly enough, it seems to pull back to about the the kind of level where the actual cross is. That's interesting. So does that always happen? So if that happened there, let's say we crossed about there, that means it could pull back, you know, to some like, see what I'm saying? Let's do this a bit more scientifically. So let's put in the levels. Let's use that. Let's put in the levels where they actually crossed, right? Let's make that yellow. Okay, so you see what happened there, right? So that happened when the price was up there. It went up, and then it came back down to there, and then it went back up again. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, so let's go back in time a bit more. So this one here, that didn't do that, did it? That went up and it didn't come back that far. Okay. This one here. This one, it definitely did. Kind of went up, came back, and then it went up. Okay. Are we on to something here? I don't know. I think what I'm trying to say is if you do see that cross, it is but on the 4-hour time frame. So obviously things happen very, very, very slowly on the 4-hour time frame. But if you see that, it doesn't mean that the price is going to rocket up straight away, but it will over time. So where did it go? So you see there's one here. I mean, that was actually quite a good one. The price just went up. So I think things to do is if they do cross, then you'll be able to think that, okay, the price is going to go up, but it might pull back, but eventually it will go up very nicely. So I suppose in that way you could use it as a sort of a thing if you've missed the cross. So if you missed the cross, then you can probably fairly reliably know that it will pull back after the initial pump, and then that will be your like second chance to get in. So that sounds like a way to go, doesn't it? These ones here, I'm going to ignore those because they're all kind of like just chopping backwards and forwards. That was around about December time last year. Let's have a look. I mean, it's probably no coincidence that these are similar to where it draws in the bullish retracements. It's not exactly how they work, but you know. So they crossed over there, pulled back a little bit, then it went off. So it doesn't always pull back to that level, but you know what I'm saying. All right. So what do we do? Do we wait 28 minutes and see if that happens? Maybe that's what we should do. Oh, anyway, let's have a look at the comments. Yeah, so the e-gold guy, yeah, it'd be nice. I did think actually, it might be quite good to sort of get to know him a little bit anyway, because he is a musician. And Maff had this brilliant idea this morning about the band we were talking about, the Engine de Poitrine, which is the Canadian duo who use like weird time signatures and microtonal intervals in their music. So they use like notes in between the notes. So you've got like a note in between an F and an F sharp, for example. And we were going to do, well, we are going to do, we're going to do a video about Henri de Poitrine on the Mathtopia channel, and examine it sort of musically and scientifically, and try and work out some of the mathematics and stuff that goes on with their music and stuff, which I thought might be amazing. So we could do that, and it'd be quite good to maybe get some input from Stephen as well, and see what he thinks of it all. He probably thinks it's all rubbish, but anyway, be good to have like another musician on board as well. Kaz, oh no, that's your phone, isn't it? Okay, I hope you got your phone sorted. All right, Double Gem, I take it the Zoid app is out now that we are in May. No, it's not. It's not. Right, so there's, oh God, where, let's find the site. Well, there's a couple of things about Zoid Pay. My friend Ticapo, the French guy, he was he kind of made this site here that was all about all about promoting the posts on X from another. And at the moment, if you go to create content, this bit here should bring up a list of posts that are done by another that you can then sort of like repost and then get paid for reposting them. And at the moment, this is saying unable to fetch posts. Try again, view on X. So that's not working. I did ask him why it's not working. He didn't reply. The last post from, well, last pin post from another is now what was Zoid Pay. Was from January the 30th. And then the one after that was March the 30th. So there actually wasn't even a post in April at all, unfortunately. And I feel an absolute dick for sort of saying stuff about them all the time. Like, I did say that, back in in December last year that, it looked like the app was going to come out mid-December. That didn't happen. Back in November, there was an AMA with Adam and Eduardo Nietzsche, the CEO. And he said, you'll have the app by January. That obviously never happened. So then a lot of people were speculating, it'd probably be like Q1. Well, Q1 went and came and went. And now we're into Q2, and now we're into another month, May. Yeah, it's happening very, very slowly. I just worry about if they've got enough money to keep going. That's all. I think at some point they will run out of money if they don't get the app out. But I believe they are sorting it out. And yeah, I don't know really. There isn't. Sorry, I should be pointing at that, shouldn't I? There is another site called, what's it called? It's called another .sale, I think it is. No, it's another what's it called? Another app.sale. I think that's it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so there's this one as well called another app.sale, which is where they're supposed to be selling the what do you call it, the the initial tokens, like the other tokens. Now I believe it looks like this private phase is done, so they've all been sold, or people have agreed to buy them or whatever. So they are onto this bit now, the public Onicorn round. I don't know what that means, but I don't know. Anyway, the price there is 0.0125, which is more than the Zoid Pay costs, and you will be able to swap Zoid Pay for another when we get the bridge, and you only get the bridge after we got the app. So I don't know. It's well, I've got quite a bit of money invested in this. I can't recommend it at the moment because like everything happens so slowly and the communication is so poor. So I think it'll be good, but I just feel like really stupid just saying that over and over again, and then nothing happens, you know. So there is that. Okay, so WJM said, yeah, I was using a hint of sarcasm. Yeah, I know, and it's really hard to stay positive with those guys. It really is. I mean, that said, if you actually look at the token price, and this is on what do you call it, KuCoin. I mean, it's a weird chart. It's a weird chart because you get these spikes because there's like absolutely sod all liquidity there, you know. I mean, I was talking about this in the summer last year, saying it's probably a bargain now, and like it kind of was. I mean, I don't know how easy this is to sell. If you want to sell it, I mean, you'd have to do it like very, very sort of slowly on KuCoin, just because like there's just like no liquidity whatsoever. But you know, technically from like, you know, last August to where we are now, it is actually up 684%, which is good because I've like bag held it all the way down from like, I don't know, like I think I don't even want to think what my average buy price now was. I think it was around about 12 cents or something like that, and it's like less than half a cent at the moment, you know. So I've like bag held it all the way down here, and I'll probably carry on bag holding it all the way back up. But whether it goes back up or not depends on if they get the app out, and it depends on if the app's any good. If the app's crap, then I can only fear the worst, really. And you know, the last app we saw was one they brought out in 2024, I think it was, and it was absolutely dreadful. It was just horrible. It didn't do anything, and what it did quite badly, really. That's not a very good chart to look at, is it? That's the early one. So yeah, that's probably not the chart to look at. Sorry, you can't even see that. So yeah, so that's not the chart to look at. That's ZoidPay. Sorry, I just realised I've done my bloody thing where I talk about something and then I'm not showing the right chart, am I? But yeah, so this is what I was trying to show. Trying to show the fact that the price had been down a lot last summer. Yeah, last summer, and then we're up that much from there. I mean, I don't know. I think it's worth having some. I think it's worth having some because I do know some of the people who are involved with getting it off the ground, and they aren't Romanian, and they aren't the actual ZoidPay, another team. They are other people, and they are like proper businessmen, and I think they will make it work. And they are invested heavily enough to want to make it work. And I think they've now got enough clout in the company, or with the company, even though they aren't part of the company. They've got enough clout to sort of to help get it all off the ground, really. But there you go. Kaz, back. Hope I didn't miss much. No, I was just talking about ZoidPay actually. WJM was just talking about ZoidPay, or another, as it's called. Really, this is one of these things that I would probably never have mentioned if I hadn't been a holder of the stuff, and if I hadn't been, you know, frantically buying it back in 2022 and 2023. But you know, it's one of these things where the chart looks bloody awful, and you know, they need to get this app out that we were sort of promised in January, and it just never happened. You know, price of e-gold is in the toilet as well, isn't it? I mean, mean, if I do get Stephen, the economistic, on the show, I mean, I don't really know what to say about this really, because he's really bullish on this, and this is like just the worst chart you can ever imagine. I mean, he was looking at the e-gold BTC one, which to me just looks even worse. Just looks like a dead token. So I don't know. I don't really see how anyone can get excited about it anymore. But I don't know. Maybe something will happen. They still haven't actually done this supernova thing yet, have they? The thing that's supposed to make it faster, more scalable. I mean, it's all tested and stuff, but I believe they're still testing it, hoping to get it out at some point. Whether that happens or not in the near future, I don't know. Is that a real wiggly? Oh yeah. Sorry, don't know why that was there. Okay, so what's happening with Bitcoin then? It's jumping up and down like a thing, isn't it? Okay, well that's interesting because now, okay, so this is the 1 hour. So now, because of that like wick we just had there, that's actually done, sort of high there, high there, and another higher high there. Okay, that's good. So I got a low there, and these are all like, there's a lower low, sorry, a higher low there. So that's looking good. Is that my scribble? Oh yeah, it's my scribbles, isn't it? What was I drawing there? I was drawing a big double bottom, wasn't I? Sort of happened, didn't it? Yeah. Okay. I don't know. That looks good to me. That looks good. That looks like it's going to get up to there. Sure it is. Anyway. So that's that. Let's have a look at the 1 minute. It's always fun to look at the 1 minute. So these are interesting, aren't these? These like sort of little pumps it's getting. See, this to me looks like it's something that's like, wants to go. Do you know what I mean? It's not. I don't know why some things look like a rejection and some things don't. I think it's when it goes up, pulls back, it doesn't pull back that far. I know it's only the 1 minute time frame, but you know what I'm saying? Just looks bullish to me. But it's Friday, isn't it? So Friday is like war day, isn't it? So that's when normally someone drops a bomb somewhere or announces something or whatever, really. So there's that. Oh dear. Yeah. Anyway, what else is interesting? What we got? Tau. What's Tau up to? Okay, that's been going up nice, hasn't it? So it's so weird. I keep looking like on the 1 minute time frame. I keep looking back there and think, oh no, it's looking back to May, and of course it's looking back at this morning, isn't it? Because the 1st of May. I can't believe it's May already. It's going to be like the longest day of the year. In about like 7 weeks' time, and that's it. And then the nights start drawing in after that. Yeah. Tesla's one I want to go up actually. I've got far too many Tesla shares, and I want to sell some and then buy something else with the profit. So yeah, I just want to go back over 400 again. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Didn't Google have a bit of a? Oh yeah, yeah. Google are doing well, aren't they? That was an all-time high yesterday. Was that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Disney. no idea why I've got Disney on there. Oh, I have, because I got a few like free shares, because I got my daughter to join Trading 212 when there was an offer on, and I think I got $10 worth of, or £10 worth of Walt Disney shares, and she got £10 worth of Exxon. So I think she probably did quite well out of the Exxon shares. It was only 10 quid though. I was going to promote it in the Discord, but it's hardly worth it because like the incentives are just so crap. You can find the better ones, to be honest. There's that guy, older fella. What's his name? Mark Tilbury. I think if you use the code Tilbury, I think you get like up to $100 of free shares if you join Trading 212, and I can't offer that, so I'm not going to bother to shill it. I did actually write to Trading 212 and said, I often talk about your platform and be quite happy to promote your product, and they said, oh no, it's to do with crypto, isn't it, your channel, so we're not interested. And I thought, oh, sod you then. So that was it, end of that. Anyway, all right, so there's that news at 3 o'clock, the whatever that data is. So I think we'll probably see something happen then. Whether anything happens meanwhile, I'm not sure. We obviously got New York Open at 2:30 UK time, so we can see what happens then. To me, it looks like we're going to go up, and I can't see any. So I'm looking at Disney here. Oh, that did kind of pull back quite a bit from that big thing there, didn't it? Okay. It's a choppy day, isn't it? That's for sure. Do you know, I'm going to be really tempted just to sort of look around that area there, that 77.2 or something. Just look around there for a bit of an opportunity to jump in. I'm going to end up doing it, aren't I? And then I'll be driving up the M5 or the 303 tomorrow, and I'll be wondering what the hell's happening to the Bitcoin price. I can see that's going to happen. Anyway, it doesn't look like math's appearing. Let me just check my phone. I know he was getting this. No, he said he was. All right, car delivery was 12:30. So yeah, it looks like he's not around really. Okay. Bearing that in mind, I think I might call it a day there. So yeah. I'll tell you what didn't happen, is what normally happens when the Bitcoin conference is on, the price normally like dumps a load, and it didn't particularly do that. I suppose it did in the FOMC a little bit, didn't it? I suppose a bit of a dump there, but not a proper one. But yeah, was that as well. All right, look, guys, I'm gonna call it a day there, because I'm actually gonna go out and do the old Free Chippy Friday with my daughter in a Wetherspoons pub this afternoon. Gonna pick her up from college, and we're going to go for a bit of lunch together, and do that, so I can take a photograph of me fish and chips, and then claim it back on the Free Chippy Friday thing. Yeah, so that might be quite good fun, because I'm obviously not around at the weekend, so it'd be nice to have a bit of time with her. So I'm going to go and do that. I am. So thanks very much for popping along, everybody. I'm not quite sure how many were here, actually. So we got 8 on X on Savewith Crypto, 3 on Mafftopia, and 6 of you on YouTube. That's cool. Can you all do us a massive favor? Can you give the stream a like? Because that really does help. Apparently, I think I'm doing the videos wrong, because I know I don't do as many videos as I should. I think I've sort of got a bit lazy with them. But apparently the thing to do is at the end is to not use finalizing words. So, I shouldn't sort of say, thanks for watching before you go, can you click like and all that sort of stuff? Because apparently at that point, people just leave, and then that's it. Then they're gone, really. So you're supposed to say that sort of thing early on, like, you know, while you're here, can you click the live stream? And then at the end, you don't say it. Anyway, I'm going to say it anyway because I'm going to go. So yeah, please do click like and make sure you are subscribed, all that sort of good stuff. I will probably make some videos over the weekend, but I'm going to be away. And I'm going to be driving back on Monday. So Monday's a bank holiday in the UK. I don't think it's a bank holiday in the US though, is it? So so markets will be open. So I suppose we should do a live stream. It might be one of those ones where I do it from my car or something. So yeah, it might be a stream from the Citroen Cactus. So that'll be a first for that car. So that'd be good. And yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on a sec. Okay, so Kaz was saying, enjoy the chippies. Don't get stuck in a position with lady going ooh as it drops while you're driving. No, I don't actually have the alerts saying things through my phone as I'm driving. Ozzy, all right, mate. Have to rewatch. Have a great weekend, mate. I didn't say tons, to be honest, Ozzy. But yeah, but feel free to watch it if you want. She oohs as it drops like a stone. The spot on TradingView, I think it's like a guy going oh, which is like I did have that one set for when the price goes down a lot, and it was quite terrifying actually, because it was like sort of like oh, and like and I don't know, it was I don't know, yeah, it was mildly terrifying actually, but yeah, I don't know. So will Bitcoin go up there and take out that wick and go beyond? Because it has been doing that, hasn't it? See, like that one there, you'd think, oh, it's not going to go up there again. It did. That one there, you think, oh, it's not going to go there again. And it did. Right. All right. Thanks, everyone, for coming along. Yeah, I'm going to go down to Wetherspoons, meet my daughter, and have fish and chips for lunch. So I hope you all have a good lunch. Ozzy, I'm a blistered. I'll show up when all the work is done. All right, mate. All right. Luke, take care, everyone. See you on Monday, if not before. And take care. Trade safe. Look out for that 4-hour cross of the 21.55 EMAs. And if it does, the price will probably go up. But from what I was saying at the start of the stream, this is for you, Ozzy, is when I looked at that, it seems that when you actually get the cross, the 21.55 on the 4-hour time frame, the price will generally go up a bit. It will then probably retrace sometimes to back where the cross was, but usually not quite that far. And then at that point there, that's probably a good entry. So it is that kind of like the pullback. And the sort of thing I'll probably do is I'll probably look for that by looking at my usual 1, 3, and 12 minute time frames on TradingView. I'll look for that on that pullback, and I think that might be a pretty good entry if you're not long already. I hope that makes sense. All right, I'm going to go now. All right, take care, everyone. Have a great weekend, and see you later.